Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Salute to every single one of y'all that watch this content, whether religiously or in passing. Shout out to my brother Showtime SP. Shout out to all of my partners and everybody out there that I rock with. Salute to Bullpen Battle Leagues, Dope Era, etc., Rap Grid. I'm gonna talk to y'all about this pay-per-view that went down last night. I've been getting mad DMs today. People been hitting me up. That's the one thing about the battle rap, like, people expect to hear from you. Good, bad, indifferent, and etc., you know what I'm saying? And today's Sunday, like I said, I'm in Atlanta. I'm actually on my way to the airport so I can go back home. Definitely want to see the family, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm working, when I'm out of town, it's cool, but I be ready. Grandpa be ready to sit down somewhere. I'm not even gonna hold you. But let's get right to it, man. So the bullpen card, it was being promoted, it came out, and I'm not gonna lie, it left a bad taste in some people's mouths, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. I did see the card. We did cop it between myself, my brother Showtime SP. If SP picks up a card or if I pick up a card, we pay for it, whatever the case may be. I usually wind up paying him back because he's like into battle rap so much, so he cops like every card. He'll have like iBattle card, this league card. Showtime SP is like a battle rap connoisseur. Like, this nigga, like, his battle rap is battle rapped out. Like me, I'd be like, I'm in Atlanta this weekend, I'll catch that shit when it come out. He is like on it. So shout out to my brother Showtime SP. So, you know, we watching the joint, and it was a lot of issues, mic issues. I could hear music playing in the background of Yoshi versus Vixen in like the first round. I hear like music and shit playing in the background. And Loso and Danny Myers, the mics kept fucking up. They had to take the mic off. One person put it on. It was like a 6 or 7 minute delay just for mics in the beginning of the battle. So the mics was giving feedback, and Danny had to get his mic right. And it was just so much shit going on. And then not to mention, two battles, the ones that people really paid for, didn't happen. You have Nutty versus Charlie Clips. I kind of knew that wasn't going to happen anyway because Rum been battling as much as he has, and so is Clips, and Clips is probably going to be on Homecoming. Clips got mad battles coming up. He battled like the last 3 weeks in a row. Then he didn't make it to the Chef Trez versus Clips joint on Bullpen. So I just knew that this battle wasn't going to happen. Every card, especially when it's not like a big super league like URL or some shit like that, or RBE, every card that gets put out, I'll be looking at it thinking like, which ones is not going to happen. That's just to the point where it's gotten now. You know what I'm saying? Between a lot of these leagues, now with Caesar, Envy, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. You don't even know where you put your money into. It's like, you know, you copy the joint, you watching it, you expecting to see something, and then we didn't even get really no announcement as to why Rum Nitty versus Clips didn't happen. They made an announcement as to why Pass versus Cal didn't happen. Pass is in his own town. And I was talking to Cal the other day on a live stream. I was literally on live. Cal was riding around, and I asked him, like, yo, you battling Pass? I swear to God, son, call me Victor Webbenvada, nigga, the #1 pick, nigga, Vadstradamus. I could predict a lot of this shit is gonna happen before it happened. If somebody could find that live stream where Cal was riding around Detroit, I was like, nigga, you battling Pass in Oakland? Good luck, nigga. I ain't think it was gonna happen. I said, yo, you wrote for him? I promise you. All of the questions that needed to be asked, I asked. Did you write for him? Because I didn't really feel like a Cal battle was coming up. I did not feel that way. I'm not saying that Cal, you know what I'm saying, they saying whatever happened with the flight and shit like that. I get it, but it's just way too often this shit is happening with these leagues. I don't even be buying these cards no more. I swear to God, I'd be like, if SP get it, I split it. That's how we do, because most of these joints you can log on with 2 people. If he get it, we split it. I don't be buying them, because I be like, nigga, I don't got a Saturday to waste on no league no more. I don't give a fuck what league it is. I don't have no Saturdays to waste. I was down here at Morehouse, Spelman, Homecoming, events, getting paid to be around and out. I don't got no time to waste on these niggas. I'm sorry, no, because I fucked my money up turning down an event to watch y'all event, and half the fucking card ain't happening. So they be calling me Hollywood. I'm sorry, I was not glued to it. I seen the Vixen and Yoshi this morning. I seen Danny and Loso this morning. And the J Mills and fucking Mr. Fab I saw last night. I saw a whole card in like an hour and a half. I didn't even have to fucking waste no time. I got to recap to y'all niggas before I go to the airport. My flight leave at 2. I'm doing this shit at 11. I got time. I'm TSA pre-check, so I breeze right through. But yeah, I don't waste no time with these niggas, because too much bullshit be going on. And then when the way John explained it, and shout out to him for trying to put the shit together, make it happen. He did good versus Mr. Fab, but I knew he was going to beat him 3-0 any fucking way, so I'm not even surprised. You know, the way he explained it was crazy. He was like that he was in charge of Vixen versus Yoshi, and he was in charge of Loso versus Danny. You in charge of the small battles. You ain't even in charge of the shit we paying for. The shit we paying for is on the top of the card, the bigger bolded font. That's what we paying for. The other shit is subsidiary. If it happens, we're glad. If it doesn't happen, if Vixen versus Yoshi or Danny versus Lowe's, one of them shits don't happen, we're not talking about this today. You know, it's cool, but you know, it is what it is. But y'all not, the big joints not going down? Come on, son. And this shit went up from 45 to 60 the day of. You're my man, but nah, come on, son. Nah, we're not doing that. Because we treat URL the same way. We treat RBE the same way. We treat y'all the same way. All leagues. All leagues, it's equal credit, equal criticism. You know? And this is the second event in a row that this shit has happened. I put bullpen in my top 5 leagues, so y'all can't hate. I said that shit on Fox 5. So y'all niggas can't hate. But it's like when a league that I consider is one of the better leagues in business is having back-to-back events where Rum Nitty's not battling again. Charlie Clip's not battling again. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Pass not battling. Cal not battling. There's too many people not on the card to make the card still hard. Pause. No, this card went from like a potential 8, 7, 8 to like a 2 maybe. This is like a 2. What are we doing here? I'm not spending $50, $60 to see, respectfully, Yoshi versus Vixen, Danny versus Loso, and John versus Misfit. I'm sorry, that's not $60. That's a $25 card. Period. It's not a $60 card anymore. And then mic issues. Danny had mic issues like the whole first round. He had mic issues. I'm watching the battle. I swear to God, the battle's like a 30-minute joint. Like the first 7 minutes is them trying to fix his mic issues. So the battle wound up only being 24 minutes and like 20-something minutes, and Danny won. I had Danny winning like 2-1, damn near 3-0. Losa was ibit, so he was just like slippy. His shit wasn't that clean. You know, like the mics was all fucked up and shit too, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But the actual material that he got off a couple joints, but Danny was like rebuttaling like a motherfucker. He had haymakers, you know what I'm saying? He had a fucking, there's no elevator to God because they Latter-day Saint. He had a Latter-day Saints bar. He had, oh my God, Loso did a rebuttal. He rebutted the fucking MC Hammer line. Then Danny rebuttals it. This hammer's like MC Hammer. It broke because I gave out everything or some shit. Danny was just in a fucking bag. He was dressed like he was in the 4th and a half grade, but he still was in his bag, and I have him winning the battle like damn near 3-0. Yoshi versus Vixen. Yoshi, her first round, I'm listening to it. I can hear music in the background. I can hear doom, doom, doom. And she's rapping, but like I'm a battle like fucking like a fucking X-Men or some shit, like a Professor Xavier, like my head, like I could encompass everything and see the room and hear the room, and I'm hearing music in the background. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. So Yoshi gets her first round off. Vixen got her first round off. I kind of liked Yoshi's first round a little bit more. Than after that, I had Vixen taking the battle, the second and the third clear. In the third, I mean, it was the second when she was doing a bunch of, no, the third. I think it was her third. No, second, where she was doing, Yoshi second, where she was, Vixen went into like super angles and shit. You know what I'm saying? She had an angle about her losing her kids, and then she just kept going, and she was like, you know, you chasing after the wrong shit. And then she was like, Yoshi, and the G in the name is for go get your kids back, and a bunch of shit like that. It was definitely impactful. She was getting some reaction. Yoshi G rebuttals the G in my name ain't for get my kids back, it's for get my lick back. But it really didn't hit crazy because to get your kids back was way tougher than get your lick back. Yoshi had some shit, you know what I'm saying? But overall, you know what I'm saying? Yoshi had some angles. She was talking about the OnlyFans shit, you know what I'm saying? And her fucking A-verb and her fucking, that kind of cut my, who fucking A-verb and Norbs and all this shit. I didn't give a fuck about that. I feel like Yoshi did good, but Vixen got the win. J Mills versus John. I mean, J Mills, not J Mills. The fucking Mr. Fab. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's how last night felt for me. And I ain't editing nothing. I ain't editing. I ain't doing all that. No, you getting this straight. You getting this brick straight up. They gave me some shit where it was chopped up, so y'all gonna get this shit in one square because we ain't doing that today. Mr. Fab, man. His first round was like all John flips, you know what I'm saying? Like John McCain, John Wayne, like the John, make the John fall. He was a wizard getting rockets, and now we shooting up John, leave brains on John Wall. It was a bunch of that type of shit. Shit that you could see from a mile of fucking way. Like, he'd be building up the dawn fall while y'all brawl. See y'all all. I spray your brains out, leave them on John Wall. Like, it was like, come on, man. Come the fuck. Like, are we doing this shit? Is this what we doing for $60? Because I got a lot of other shit that I could be I'm sorry, man. I'm not sorry, but it is what it is, man. So he's doing all this freestyle shit. John comes out with pretty good rounds, you know what I'm saying? His rounds was like battle rap rounds, you know what I'm saying? And he, I got him beating Mr. Fab 3-0, but it really wasn't no work for him. I don't even think he took his warm-up jacket off. But he knew how people was going to feel, because this is the trend. He did it with Jay Mills. He did it again with this one. Like, I don't know where these wins will lead, but you know, the strength of schedule is like fucking Clemson playing Delaware State and Morehouse and shit like that. Like, that strength of schedule is nothing. I mean, Mr. Fab, this nigga in one of his rounds, he played a song and shit. He was like, don't tell me, he was like, I prove that shit. Don't tell me this is a cheat code. You can't do that shit or something like that. I don't fucking know. Then they had Simba up there. Respect to Simba and everything that he do, but he ad-libbing all crazy. He doing Don DeMarco's and shits like that. I'm like, bro, I don't think that they want their shit to feel like a fucking no-frill smack, my nigga. He was doing that shit for a while. Don DeMarco, bang, shit. Like, I'm like, why does he keep doing this shit? Shout out to him and everything that he's got going on, but that definitely took away from anything. Only thing I got positive from last night is that we survived today. So if you're watching this video, you did live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? That's the positive that I got from it. Overall, I was out and about in Atlanta, and I could have missed this card and still recapped this card, but we did see it. I named a couple bars that I saw, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely saw it, but what did I see? You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's the same energy for all leagues. I seen John John's interview afterwards. He kind of like gave responsibility to Mr. Fab and them, but I'm like, nigga, you the one that know about battle rap. So, like, why would you be booking the small battles and the big battles be booked by somebody else who don't know what the fuck they doing? They put them on Frontier Airlines and shit. They getting backed up 10 times before they can get on the plane. All type of goofy shit. I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but you putting them in a bad predicament. Like, Nutty versus Charlie Clips should be a booking that's handled by somebody that knows what they doing. Pass versus Cal going down and being good could have changed the whole trajectory of this night. But that battle not happening in Oakland just takes the card from a 10 to a 5 automatically. Because why are we in Oakland if we're not here to see Pass? And then there's all these tournament battles. I ain't even watch. I'm sorry. I don't pay $60 to see some niggas the first time. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. I don't care how anybody feels. I am not paying $60 to see no niggas I seen the first time. No, you got to be fucking kidding me. So there are some of them joints on there. No disrespect to them, but I have not been doing this shit for 7 years to jump up and be watching niggas I ain't heard of for $60 on a Saturday. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, y'all, like, we not, no. And I like these niggas, man. And I know they could do good work, but that ain't that, man. That ain't that, you know? I'm not surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bread. And then it went up from 45 to 60 at the last minute. So, like, the niggas know that the niggas wasn't coming and still rose the price. What the DJ? You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and cut this one out, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man, but ain't no damn well it shouldn't have been like this, man. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not on, if it's not, whoever it's on, like, if it's not on John, I understand it's a bullpen collaborative effort with someone else, but if you collabing with someone who doesn't have the intelligence of what you have, I would expect their knowledge to supersede theirs and they guide them in the right direction. Not me bring my company with somebody who's brand new and then they doing the leadership shit and I'm just going along with it and then the shit don't go right. Now the bigger name, ain't nobody online going crazy on Mr. Fab. Like, niggas know he can get out of here in a heartbeat. That nigga could get out. He could get out the car. This how fast he can get out the car. He could get out the car quick. He ain't got to do this shit. This ain't his main source. He just came back after a bunch of years. This ain't it. But if you got to be into culture, you're going to be here for every event. Now what happens when you throw your next event? I seen John tweet. Somebody seen the success Bullpen was having and didn't want it to happen. We're going to keep that a secret. The big giveback in December. Like, I guess he's doing another car. I don't know if his car was sabotaged and shit. But when niggas start speaking with this passive language, I don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about, so I don't be trying to decipher the shit. If a nigga come straight out and be like, my battle got blocked, or they told a nigga not to get on the plane, then that's another story that we have to talk about. But I'm not deciphering this shit and trying to figure out what happened versus what didn't happen. All I know is that there are people out there that paid to see Pass versus Calicoe and to see Nutty versus Charlie Clips didn't get those battles. And now we stuck here with John versus Mr. Fab. No disrespect, but that's a battle that we know John's going to win. Danny versus Loso got microphone issues all throughout the goddamn battle. In the beginning, they were switching microphones off niggas. That kills the vibe. I'm not, when a nigga in their round, they got to take the mic off, put the mic, oh, hell no. This is going to be too much. And then Vixen versus Yoshi, in the beginning of Yoshi's round, I hear music in the background. So the 3 battles that I did see, one was a wash, one they were switching mics and had mic issues, and the third I had music in it. And the rest is niggas I ain't never seen before. I'm gonna use this time to promote the Brick. Shout out to my man Byron Harmon, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go hit the plane and read this book. It's a thriller, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle of this book right here, you know what I'm saying? It's a murder thriller hip-hop joint, you know what I'm saying? When it comes out, I'll post a link so niggas can see that, you know what I'm saying? And we're just celebrating, you know, black excellence and people doing great things, you know what I'm saying? But John, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't call it, so I can't spoil it. You're the leader of Bullpen, so you know you gotta eat this one. Like I understand you know y'all gonna pass the buck and say you know somebody else is responsible, but we don't know them. We know you. You're the confidence man. You're the one that brings us into this situation. If he just throws that card without you on it or without your imprint, nobody buys the shit. Is it fair to say? Nobody's gonna buy it. You know what I mean? Well, he brought you in it, so it's like you know. I'm sure Bullpen will have a card where they'll give back, and I'm gonna give Bullpen, you know, some leeway. But dog, this is 2 events in a row. This ain't the first joint. You niggas back-to-back events. So if you throw another event, it's got to be for free. You got to throw an event for free, and it's got to be good. Can't be a bunch of new niggas. You got to throw an event. You got to be free. And niggas got to come with 3 rounds. Can't be no 1 round. You know, niggas be trying to slide them 1 rounders on this and shit like that. Nah, man, we need some work. So I'm not as mad because I didn't swipe my card, but my team copped it, so I'm going to have to pay. But I won't have to pay the full 60 because my vibe would probably be totally different right now. But, you know, it is what it is, and I think I've been in the game long enough to where I can, I've copped enough pay-per-views in my life, and I've seen enough pay-per-views to know what the expectation is from the fans. And I think I speak for many when they're like, yo, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, salute to every single one of y'all, man. I got a flight to catch, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't now, you might be next. Gang, gang, don't bang.